So basically all you need to do, and if anybody's taking a note on it,
I'm videoing.
I mean, video is just going to be the audio for you then. So you want to make sure that on the main menu 2,
Thanks.
it's Cine EI, which is already something we already told you about. Then you go down to the briefcase. Under the briefcase, you want to go to external output, which is 11. Under external output, you want HDMI resolution at 2160.
You guys are like literally walking in front of the camera.
But you
can't see anything.
It's just audio.
It's just audio.
He could see what he's doing with the equipment.
Under HDMI
It's okay.
output settings, you want record media during HDMI output on. I'm not going to change any of this, and this is going with you, by the way, so you can,
Take pictures and send it to them.
yeah, like basically when I get done just talking about it, if you want to take pictures and send it to everybody, go for it.
Sure.
So basically you want record media during HDMI output on. Go down to raw output, turn that on. Go one step under that and it says raw output settings, and you want it to be 23.98p. Okay? Once that's all on, you turn on your Atomos, you'll get like a little signal that says, raw signal detected. Hit OK, and it will come up. And you'll see right here, it says 4.2K at 23.98 at S-Log3, and it's ProRes RAW. What you'll notice is you only have 27 minutes worth of recording time on this 500 gig card. You can still record internally. So if we go back to the menus and go all the way back up to main menu 1, and we go down to your file format, you want XAVC S 4K. So what that will do is you have 35 minutes on the card internally. So the reason why we're going to do this is my thought process. This allows you to use EL Zone, and you can record to this at the same time you're recording to this.
You have to like.
We'll get to that in a moment. My thought is, even if you hit record, consider this a backup in the event a file, when you get to the DIT stage or you're transferring your media, gets corrupted or something from the physical camera itself. Which you shouldn't, but you basically have 27 minutes on this and you have 35 minutes on the internal card. So it's roughly about the same amount of time. So if you go to transfer your card, double check that you have everything, and if so, then just delete this. But use this as a backup in the event one didn't record versus the other. And then that way it's the best of both worlds. You have the right internal settings, and then you have this. If you have the hard drive space, feel free to also use the ProRes RAW as a complete backup, but it's not necessary or needed. I do not need ProRes RAW backup on this computer here, okay? But if you want that, it's gonna be a lot of space, just let you know. But that way you can record both internally and externally, be perfectly fine. Does that make sense? Okay, now, if you go to your input, it says HDMI detect trigger. If you turn that on, never mind, turns that off with ProRes RAW. Never mind, scratch that. That's messed up because basically I was messing with it while he was doing this, and I got it to, when you hit record here, this recorded, and vice versa, but apparently it's only on, you can't do that on ProRes RAW. So, no, you can't. So you are going to have to hit record. But if you go to EL Zone, it is functioning. Oops, hold on. False color. And then EL Zone. So you have that there for you. So if you want to use that and do your exposure a little bit easier instead of just solely relying on the light meter and everything. So it is working. You can hit record here, it's recording, and then it looks like it still triggered it, just so you know,
No.
even though it says it's not.
So just go for the camera.
Yep, but you could still do it in externally.
Yeah, and it flashes the light on the back
Yep.
there too.
Oh, sweet.
Just the signal when it's recording.
So it is technically set up, even though it doesn't say it is.
Okay.
So
And then dump the camera footage, make sure it's all there, and then delete both or reformat.
just delete this, don't delete that.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Questions on this?
Why this one? Is this like all the setting we need to know, or do we need to pull up that input page?
No, you just want to make sure that it says ProRes RAW here. You want to say 4.2K at 2398.